Hi, it's Linda from Blue Mountain Math. I've been making Google Form headers and customizing them for my Google Forms all year long. Thought I would share this tip in case you haven't done that yet. I've used Google Forms for all kinds of things this year: warm-ups, exit tickets, task cards, activities, and games of all types, and I've even used it when students need to upload a copy of their work. It works great in Google Forms. I started making the Google Forms headers just for fun. It's fun for the kids to get that pop of color. It's also a great organizational tool. Keeps the kids focused when you use the same header for the whole unit or maybe different parts of the lessons. They know exactly, oh, we're doing trig ratios today, oh, we're solving equations today, or we're doing coordinate geometry today. And it keeps them focused on what the concept is we're learning. So this is how I'm going to share a template with you. The template is going to work with Canva, and that's canva.com. So if you don't have an account there, you're going to have to go there and get a free account. They also have a paid account called Canva Pro. I used the free account for years. It does everything great. You really don't need it unless you're obsessed like I am and you need to upload your own fonts, your own pictures, your own backgrounds and everything. Free account works great. Once you have that account, click Use Template, and the template is already the correct size. We're going to be working in 1600 by 400 pixels, which is about 5 inches by a little more than an inch. Okay. And the first thing I would do when I get a template from anybody is I change it and I call it either template or master. And then I go up here and I don't touch it. That's in case I make a mistake and I delete something, or I want to go back and look at the original. I go over to File and I make a copy, and then now this is going to be my copy to use for designing and anything I want to do, that I'm going to customize it. You can change the color of the background, you can change a picture, you can change the font. Any of the design is up to you on how you do it. So let's start with this first one, this fish. So I want to get rid of the fish because I want to make the background. The background right now looks like water. And the reason it looks like water is because I have a transparency on top of it. And I can show you that if I click that and I change the color to say, let's just make it this kind of gold color. Now it looks like it's green and yellow. And that's because this transparency or texture is on top of it. And when I do that, there's our color. On this one, I have a double frame. I can make the frames as big as I like. I have to tell you, I really do like having a frame on them. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with control issues. I like everything being controlled and reined in. But I'm going to spread it out just a little bit so that text doesn't look so cramped. And I can highlight the text now, and I can change it up here on the font. And they have oodles of fonts available. They have hundreds, even for the free accounts, hundreds available. It's just up to you what you like. And if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can adjust and make it bigger or smaller here, and then center it. Okay. Now, if you want to have a little shadow on it, you can go over and do that. That's kind of fun. If you want to change the color, you can click there, and let's change it to this orange color. It doesn't quite stand out as much, so maybe that orange is not a good idea. I know some people are going to cringe when I hit that purple, but that's okay. Now I had little fish on there, and I do like to put a little element or design on there, and sometimes and not have them so plain. So you can come over to Elements, and this is the place where the difference between the free and the pro account are going to show up, because the elements are either marked free, meaning you can use them, free, pro. So if you've got a free account, you're not going to be able to use that. And if you try to use them, because I learned this years ago, if you try to use them, they want to charge you for them, okay, for using them individually. So first of all, I like that check mark. I like it a lot. And if you want to make it bigger, just drag And that's probably all I'm going to do. Although if you want to search for icons, you can, and then it'll have a bunch on there. And you can just scroll through and see what's a pro and what's a free account. Let's make that one up here. I don't want to make it black. Let's go to the orange. There we go. So that was just the background, just a colored background. The colors are always up here to change. If you want to crop or flip something, you can do that, but I like the way that's laid out. On this one, solving quadratics with the quadratic formula, this background is that whitewashed, it looks like whitewashed wood. And if I want to change it, I can click on this and I can change it to, for instance, green. But because it's a picture, it doesn't change that good. Let's see if I can make it pink. Yeah, it doesn't work that good. The colors aren't true. But we can change it with a photo. So let's go look at backgrounds. And let's see if we can find something that's free that we like. Oh, that's actually kind of pretty. And so I would stretch this out a little bit so it fits the area. And then I'm going to go up to position and I'm going to hit it and I'm going to say to back. Okay. And so now I have that, and that's actually kind of pretty. Although I'm probably going to get rid of this extra piece of the frame. Now, if you want to make your own frames, you can. Or you could leave it double framed like that. I kind of like that too. Or this one right here, it's got the solid background, and these elements are confetti. And so these are just pieces, these are like elements that I put in there. And if I click on it and hit delete, it goes away. I can change, you notice the color popped up. You can change the color of some of the elements. Let's make that orange, yellow, and I always like to leave it white. And I'm going to get rid of the other two that goes with this. I'm going to change the background to, let's make it this bright yellow. Okay. And then I'm going to just copy and paste. And I find that 3 of these squares work good if I just pull them out a little bit. 3 will fit. If you don't want to pull them out that big, you can use 4 and that works. And then I'm just going to put this one in the center. Now, you may be thinking, oh my gosh, it's in the way and I want that box in the middle. Well, just go up to position and you can say to back. And same on this one, to back. This one, to back. And then you can change this center box because that wouldn't look very good in pink. And let's just change that to that yellow. Okay. And so you can have fun designing anything that you want to do. What's going to happen is when you're done designing them, you need to actually download them. And so what you're going to do is you're going to download, go up here to download. Let's say you either want a lot of them or you just want it one at a time. So you can click either leave all pages or you can just click one page. Done. And download it. And it's going to download to your computer. And I had it download to my desktop. There it sits. And so we're going to go over, and obviously this is not something that would work with this form. I just wanted to give you an example of how I install it. So I go over to this little theme button. It looks like a palette of paint. And it says for the header, choose the image. What's nice is when I choose the image, it's going to update the color scheme as well. So I'm going to have a lot more variety of colors. I scroll down, I find it, I upload it. You're going to see it fits perfectly because we used the dimensions of that exact size. If it didn't, you could always adjust it like this and, kind of crop it. And it's going to say done. And when we get done with this, the header loads up. And we're going to find that here's our theme colors. And it's going to change our theme. Well, I'm not a fan of orange, but I could do yellow. You could do that. So now your Google form is color coordinated. If you don't like that, you could go to that purple, but it's picking the colors that you used. So I hope this was helpful and you start having a lot more fun with your Google Forms and get really creative. Have a great day.